Energies or matter, which is a form of energy vibrating at other compound frequencies or matrix levels, comprise of other realities that we can't perceive with our physical lenses. These realities or parallel universes are simply beyond the detection range of our physical senses and instruments, which can only detect objects existing at our own matrix level. Hence, to us, they are not real. We have every dimension flowing through us, which is why we can exist and survive in every dimension that is in our soul. The midst of it all, we have managed to make it through every hardship that you could think of, not because we are black, but because we are made up of the same vibration and DNA as the sun. And what is contained in the body that we are trapped in, you cannot kill it. No matter how many of us in the physical that you shoot down, we will reappear over and over and over again until you know who and what we are. The white man knows exactly who you are. And this is why they are trying to tap into certain portals of the earth every December the 25th to pick up the energy that is sent to impregnate your soul, which is transferred to you by way of your dreams. Your government knows who you are. Oh yeah. Your government knows this. And this is why they are building gadgets and machines underground in low-income neighborhoods to block you from dreaming, because if they can block you from dreaming, then they can stagnate the extinction of these certain bloodline of reptilians that is on the west coast on the planet of Hollywood, where they are snatching bodies to exist on top of the earth. You see, you Negroes running around talking about some black power, when in actuality the rabbit hole is deeper than what you think. Every black face that you see is not black anymore. You running around marching and pumping your fists and don't even know if the person who is marching alongside of you, you don't even know if they have a soul or not, because you are so caught up with physical appearances and don't know that the evil has been upgraded. The evil has been upgraded. So not only is the cracker walking around without a soul, but there are faces that has the same color as yours walking around without a soul as well. Pump your fist all you want, but it won't help. Pump your fist and march all you want, but one day you are going to be out there screaming black power, and these motherfuckers are going to push the button on your ass to stop the frequency running through your brain, and all of you ignorant Negroes are going to wonder why you can't move. I have grown enough in my journey to know that the enemy is in your electrical devices above your head and below your feet, being set off while you sleep at night. The enemy is these negative electromagnetic waves being distributed from within these artificial trees and black communities to attack your melanin from shopping in the new dream world, to bring you back information to help you evolve out of this dimension. It is more than what you think, black people. It is more than what you think. Your thoughts is made up of energy, and it is your thoughts that is being attacked by your television. It is your thoughts that is being attacked by your microwaves. It is your thoughts that is being manipulated by the rhythm of the CERN system that is under the earth, infiltrating your dreams at night, which is causing you not to remember what the universe is saying to you upon arriving at the gates of the dream world. There are now entities in your water in the form of chemicals that is now occupying your blood to attack the soul, because you got to remember that the blood is the spirit, which is the bridge to the soul. And because these reptilians have no soul, they have a bridge that is leading to nowhere. Therefore, they must attack your subconscious while you are away from the physical body, so that they can control every aspect of your movement. But if you are in your higher state of mind spiritually, this shuts down these entities from being able to come into your force field. And who are these entities? They can attack you through these speakers in your car. They can attack you through the speakers in your car by way of the low megahertz flowing through modified signals to attack your lower chakra. And now you got road rage, or you done ran off the road somewhere because the subconscious part of your brain was hearing voices telling it to make you run your car off the road. And how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? You deal with this by having mind control and knowing that the spiritual warfare is the most important war that is going on in the third dimension. One love.
Rough Riders, we back. You know the streets don't know how to act.
Alright, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm back at y'all again. Alright, today I'm here to talk about the life of the pineal gland, which is your third eye. Now, a lot of people don't know that the pineal gland has its own heartbeat, which in this wave, the wavelength of the pineal gland's heartbeat flows in a straight wavelength. And on both points of that wavelength, you have two lines that sets up and they meet at the top, which forms a pyramid. This is why when I tell people, when you're sick and things of that nature, it's good to lay inside of a pyramid or to build a structure of a pyramid, because the energy that flows around you, or the force field that's around you, connects with the triangle more perfectly than a circle. The circle is supposed to be a perfect shape, but in all actuality, your electricity in your body runs like a pyramid. This is why when you're on the EKG machine, it's up and down. Life flows up and down. When it hits a straight line, that means it's dead. So the life of the pineal gland, or the third eye. Inside of the third eye, you have melanin that's being produced. And the melanin is a satellite. And the way that it receives or intercepts its communication is by way of a pyramidal form. It cannot receive any type of information or energy or electricity that flows straight into its satellite. So the thing is, for an example, this is what they're utilizing the HARP system for. The HARP system takes the pyramid flow of the electricity that is being sent from the sun or from other celestial bodies, and what it does is it flattens it out. It flattens the electricity out, because electricity flows like this: up, down, up, down. All right, so when that wavelength touches your melanin, what it does is it suppresses it. The REM is suppressed. So now your dreams are now being infected. It's being infested with viruses. And in order to flush that virus out, what you will have to do is you will have to put a lot of electricity in your body by way of physical products. Or if some people in a higher spirituality, you can do it by way of meditation. When you breathe at a certain wavelength, what happens is you are putting electricity in your body in certain shapes. This is the way that you communicate with your heart, because your heart also has a brain and it thinks for itself. So therefore, the brain in your heart sends communication to the life inside of the melanin that we produce. Again, if the electricity in your melanin flows straight, you will not be able to receive signals. And this is with those who ask me, why can't I dream? Is because the electricity or the negative electromagnetic waves that's coming into your force field, which goes into your pineal gland, is on a straight wavelength. It's not on a pyramidal wavelength. It has 3 points. From here, you come here. From here, you come here and back up. That's the pyramid. We are in a pyramid type universe. This universe is set up like a pyramid. It's not flat, it's not round. Because if the universe was flat or if it was round, then we wouldn't be able to think. Again, if the universe was flat, the shape that the universe is set up it coincides to how you think. It coincides to your thoughts. And our thoughts cannot exist with us existing on a round wavelength type of universe. So the universe will actually have to be in the form of a pyramid, because the pyramid is the best structure for the electricity of the thought patterns, the way your thoughts travel. Even your cells flow in a pyramidal form. This is how they communicate with each other. You get what I'm saying? So again, when you are studying the life of the third eye or the pineal gland, in order for you to have the best dream or to remember your dream, what you're going to have to do is you have to get in tune with your heartbeat and being able to control the heartbeat, because the heartbeat is what sends signals to your melanin. And your melanin, as long as it's not flowing on a straight electricity, then therefore you will be able to go deeper into your sleep. The shape of the pyramid inside of your melanin, which receives the electricity or information from the sunlight, then the more deeper you can go into your sleep. And the more deeper you go into your sleep, the more you can heal yourself, because it's the melanin that heals us. Again, that's a form of us being able to do rituals, to perform rituals. You have other things in your body performing rituals right now to keep you alive. Your heart is beating at a certain pace with the sunlight to keep you alive. It's beating at a certain pace with certain antennas inside of your body, such as the nucleus within your cells, to keep you alive. You would not be able to even fall asleep without a certain thought pattern of electricity flowing through your body. Can you imagine somebody not eating or drinking water forever? Your life becomes dehydrated. Your melanin becomes dehydrated, and the melanin is the soul, so therefore it will have to pass out of the body. It doesn't die, but it passes out of the body to find a more perfect body that has a shape of electricity that's flowing into that body or communicating with that body. Okay? So again, When you are inside of different shapes, that's why your house is square. Most houses are square, which is not a good thing. If you was to build your house, if the foundation of your house was built in a pyramidal form, then the way the energy flows with the universe, it will actually give you more pyramidal electricity into your body. You will be able to think better. It's just like colors. When you walk into a room, colors is frequency. So that right there determines how you act. You get what I'm saying? Because the colors that you are coming in contact with, again, is entities. So when you walk into a room that's white, it's an illusion. Why? Because that room makes you feel good. It's bright. But actually, the darker the room, the better. Because your melanin flows, and when the darker the color, or the so-called color, what they call color, the darker the electricity is what I call it. The darker the electricity, the more communication, the more better the communication, the wavelength of the electricity in your body can communicate with that environment. You get what I'm saying? Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. This is part 2 to the melanin, the life of the melanin. Now, I was talking about the pyramids. Now, a lot of people don't understand that shapes play a major role in the energy that you extract, because the pyramid is an extractor shape. The circle is a shape of evolving. This is why the cells is in the shape of a circle. Why? Because the nucleus inside of the cell helps us keep the information that's coming to that cell in rotation with that cell. So therefore, when it touches the next cell, what happens is it will formulate in the same motion once it touches that cell. This is your brain. When you look at shapes, don't you know that the electricity or the form of the energy in your brain change into the same shape form as the shape that you are looking at? If you put a pyramid up on your wall and you sit there and watch it and meditate, what happens is it will raise the electricity. It raises the electricity because, again, when you are looking at the pyramid, you are looking at a shape that causes electricity to flow in prophecy. When I say prophecy, I'm talking about when it's inside of a pyramid, it already knows that it's going to be a positive manifestation once it sits inside of that timeline for a specific time. For a specific time. So therefore, when you are looking at the pyramid can actually help your thought pattern to move or to travel as far as communication into a person's mind. Because the way that you even say things help people either understand you or not understand you. It's just like if I talk too fast, right? If I talk too fast, then I'm producing a shape of communication or a shape of energy that is throwing that person's brain off because they're not picking up on it. It's just like a TV channel. When you're taking an antenna and you're picking it up, if you are in an area where the energy or the electricity or the signal is off balance and is moving too fast, then you cannot channel any type of station to pick up on that television. Again, we endow on megahertz. So therefore, the people that we talk to, if their energy is not balanced, is moving too fast, our subconscious will be thrown off. So you could just be around people and they can have energy so fast. You get what I'm saying? That's traveling so fast that you could be confused just being in the circumference of other people. 9 times out of 10, if a person's energy is confused, then that person is confused. The way that they think, the things that they manifest, the things that they do in their life is confused. They are producing confused acts to their environment. Just like colors. Colors determine the rate of the electricity. So the darker the color, the better the electricity for you. This is why I tell a lot of people to sleep with the lights out. The darker the room, the better. Why? Because when you are asleep, the wavelength of your brain, what happens is when the frequency in that room is low, but you are being balanced by way of the wavelength in your brain that's connected to other celestials inside of the universe. The universe is endowing and channeled into you. And it's sending channels into you that's giving you forms of communication to take into the dream world. And when you take this communication into the dream world, what happens is somebody else will pick up on that and go back to their body, and they will wake up with information that they did not leave their body with. Just like you, sometimes we leave your body, you may come back and be like, damn, I had this dream, and I was trying to figure this out a long time ago, but it just now hit me in my dream. That's because you channeled in to certain shapes of energy that was perfect, such as the pyramid. Again, when you are traveling through shapes and energy, shapes and energy determines the manifestation of your force field. Your force field is your aura. Your aura produces your thoughts. Your thoughts tells you the environment that you are in. So if you go into an environment that has a high count of negative electricity or negative energy, what happens is you will become depressed without even seeing the act of what's producing that depression in that environment. The energy is there. It will communicate with your subconscious and tell you that this is not your. See, when you say your subconscious is talking to you, it's really the energy telling you in that environment to get away from here, because it's displaying shapes of energy that is on low frequency into your subconscious. All right. So with that much said, this is Black Science TV 111. Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.